Pick up the action in the last 400 metres of the first event on the program, and punters sent out Gold Share at 9-2 on in race 1 at Moonee Valley.
Followed by Dark Dreamer. Shazada goes to the outside, 3 wide. Dark Dreamer comes out in front of him. Qatari Lou back on the fence, followed by Kimadi, 1 off the rail, 6 metres to Pascanel and 20 metres to Dottie's Pride. 200 out though. Gold Share straightens up, 4 metres in front. J.R. Ewing's out on the clear on the outside. He's out after Gold Share. Then Dark Dreamer, followed by Qatari Lou. Gilt Edge can't go on, but it's all the favourite Gold Share over the last little bit. Never going to lose. He's drawing away Gold Share to score easily. Gold Share by 6 metres to J.R. Ewing. 5 metres away, third Qatari Lou. Then Dark...
There's the result. Gold Share at 9-2 on. J.R. Ewing 10-1 and Qatari Lou at 7-1. From barrier number 3, Carl Thomas started favourite in the second race. The sire's number 4, First Ravishage, at 11-8 on.
Racing, Mighty Avenger, he's a Campbell, can't go early. Ebony Chick is being hard driven, now heads off Carl Thomas. Working up on the outside as Light Appeal and Ezra Hanover splitting that pair. Voigt began okay from out wide. Back in behind them came He's a Campbell, putting in a few short ones, checking Tendency, who broke up in turn. He came out sideways and checked Need to Win. Ebony Chick in front early by 4 metres. Light Appeal now gets to second behind the leaders, so caught without cover Ezra Hanover. Working up as Carl Thomas to be 1 out, followed by Mighty Avenger back on the fence. Then Void on the outside on the back of Carl Thomas, followed by He's a Campbell. A break of 10 metres to Need to Win and 60 metres away Tendency. 2 circuits out, Ebony Chick in front by 5 metres to Ezra Hanover. On the leader's back as Light Appeal, followed by Carl Thomas fourth. Mighty Avenger back on the fence and 3 back on the outside as Void. 4 back on the fence as He's a Campbell. 4 metres away Need to Win and 50 metres away Tendency. Out of the straight at the 1650. Ebony Chick in control. He's 4 metres to Ezra Hanover without cover. On the leader's back as Light Appeal. Carl Thomas enjoying a beautiful trail, but now inclined to pull, racing 1 out. 2 metres away back on the fence Mighty Avenger. A metre the outside Voigt. 4 metres away He's a Campbell, followed by Need to Win and 15 metres away Tendency. At the 1300, Ebony Chick has given a breather by 4 metres to Ezra Hanover. 2 metres away third Light Appeal, and Carl Thomas every chance on the outside. He's now settled down better. Voigt is trailing him. Back on the rail Mighty Avenger, working up Need to Win outside He's a Campbell, and tacking up now was Tendency. This leader's in a nice run around the turn. 1,000 metres to go, Ebony Chick. He's 4 metres to Ezra Hanover the outside. No change in the order. Third placing Light Appeal, and 4th and 1 out as Carl Thomas. Mighty Avenger back on the fence, working up as Voigt. In behind them came He's a Campbell, followed by Need to Win, and 5 metres away Tendency back on the fence. At the winning post, a circuit to go. He's now starting a quick up Ebony Chick. He's had a bludge in front by 2 metres to Ezra Hanover. 2 metres away third Light Appeal. Every chance for Carl Thomas. He's ready to ping. On his back in turn came Voigt. On the rail is Mighty Avenger. 4 metres to Need to Win, followed by He's a Campbell, and last is Tendency. Along the back of the 650 though, Ebony Chick still 3 metres in front. Ezra Hanover's worked the outside. Light Appeal racing third. Carl Thomas on the outside, ready to have a crack at Ebony Chick, who's just in front of Ezra Hanover at the 450. The leaders are both flat. 4 metres away, Voigt about to go forward. Light Appeal about to come 1 off the fence as Carl Thomas now goes to the outside. In behind them came Mighty Avenger from Need to Win. He's a Campbell, and 6 metres away Tendency. 300 out though. Ebony Chick is 3 metres in front. Ezra Hanover trying hard. Carl Thomas now pulls to the outside. He's out after Ebony Chick, and Voigt's the one coming quickly. Voigt might beat them all on the turn at the top of the straight. Ebony Chick just in front. Voigt is flying on the outside with Carl Thomas. Light Appeal makes ground the inside. Voigt the outside just in front. Carl Thomas is coming again, but Voigt doing a little bit too well on the outside, and Voigt has got up to win by 1.5 metres to Carl Thomas. 5 metres away third was Light Appeal. Tendency made up a heap of ground. What a run. Ebony Chick weakened, then Need to Win, followed by He's a Campbell, and last in was Mighty Avenger.
Every chance they're the favourite at 11-8 on Carl Thomas, but Voigt too good at 5-2. Light Appeal third at 14-1. In the next event, race number 3, the Ossat Stakes, Empire Fella the favourite here at 6-4. Peter Ward driving, and it's drawn barrier 1.
Racing. Tender Trap has gone away okay with El Cadot. She'll lead though El Cadot from 3 of a kind on the outside. Empire Fella racing third, the fence out of the straight. Working up on the outside, Colonel Sam. Blazing Romeo 3 deep, followed by Tender Trap and Lasting Impression. Then Majestic Jester and Nicorado last. Blazing Romeo caught 4 deep there out of the straight. He's going forward. El Cadot in front though by 4 metres. Blazing Romeo the outside going forward. Now works up within 1 metre of El Cadot, entering the back in the first circuit. Easing for the 1 out trail is Three of a Kind and getting it. The leaders back as Empire Fella. Colonel Sam racing fifth, and behind them Lasting Impression, followed by Majestic Jester. Second last Tender Trap, and a metre back on the fence is Nicorado. El Cado being joined by Blazing Romeo, working off the back in the first circuit. They're matching strides by 4 metres to Three of a Kind on the outside of Empire Fella. Then Lasting Impression, the inside of Colonel Sam. 6 metres away Majestic Jester, followed by Nicorado, and Tender Trap is last. They've gone fairly quickly the first circuit around the turn. A bit more than a lap left to go. El Cado narrowly in front by a metre. 2 Blazing Romeo the outside. Empire Fella's at a nice run third. So too has Three of a Kind fourth on the outside. 4 metres away on the rail is Lasting Impression. Working up as Colonel Sam. In behind them came Majestic Jester from Nicorado the inside, and Tender Trap is last. Out of the straight the final time. El Cado the mare just in front by a head. 2 Blazing Romeo the outside. He's working this leader. 4 metres away Empire Fella, followed by Three of a Kind enjoying a perfect trail. Colonel Sam on its back in turn. The rail in fifth is Lasting Impression, followed by Nicorado, Majestic Jester, and 4 metres away Tender Trap. At the 600 El Cado, she's narrowly in front by Nectar Blazing Romeo. 4 metres away Empire Fella, the inside of Three of a Kind. Then Lasting Impression, the inside of Colonel Sam. Majestic Jester pulls to the outside, 3 wide, being trailed up by Tender Trap, and Nicorado last, but no more than 15 metres had covered the field. 400 metres out. El Cado being joined again by Blazing Romeo. 4 metres away Empire Fella in need of a run. Three of a Kind is not going well on the outside, is losing ground, being passed by Majestic Jester, and Empire Fella's now out in the clear on the turn if good enough, followed by Lasting Impression. Blazing Romeo the outside of El Cado at the 120. 4 metres away Empire Fella. Blazing Romeo got to El Cado. Down the outside Empire Fella is swamping Blazing Romeo near the line. Empire Fella joining Blazing Romeo, puts his nose in front near the line, and Empire Fella's got up to win by a metre to Blazing Romeo. Colonel Sam has flown and run third just in front of El Cado, Nicorado and Majestic Jester. Then Tender Trap from Lasting Impression, and Three of a Kind started to lose noticeable ground before the turn after having the perfect trail. Something may have gone amiss with him. He's finished back at the tail.
Empire Fella 6-4 favourite, 9-2 Blazing Romeo, Colonel Sam at 16-1. A few chances, I should say, in race 4, the Sports Play Stakes, and the favourite here was Cocky Eagle at 9-4 in race 4.
Wide Barbaston Bird back about 5 metres. They're set. They're racing. Langus Lane out wide began quickly with Jacaba. They're both looking for the lead. Brown Jumper easing for third. Cocky Eagle caught 3 deep, followed by Spider George. As Langus Lane now crosses coming off the back. Avant-Garde back on the inside. 4 metres away, working up on the outside. Fourth Hanover. Lord Meadows second last, and Barbaston Bird back at the tail. Langus Lane in front though early, with the prominent bright red shadow roll by 6 metres. Jacaba the outside. Cocky Eagle racing 3 deep. On the leaders back as Brown Jumper, 4 metres away Spider George. Avant-Garde racing 3 back on the fence. A break of 5 metres to fourth Hanover. Second last Lord Meadow, and back on the fence Barbaston Bird. 2 circuits out. Langus Lane in front by 4 metres. Cocky Eagle the outside works to a clear second out of the straight, and Brown Jumper racing third. Jacaba now ends up fourth, 1 out, followed by Avant-Garde back on the fence. Spider George on the outside, 4 metres away fourth Hanover. Barbaston Bird the inside third last, and 6 metres away Lord Meadow. Out of the straight at the lap and 3/4 mark, and Langus Lane having a nice run the first circuit by 4 metres to Cocky Eagle. Ahead back on the fence Brown Jumper. Jacaba fourth, fifth on the inside Avant-Garde. Lord Meadow from last now given a couple of cuts. He's going forward 3 wide, being hard driven though. Spider George now third last from Barbaston Bird, and fourth Hanover last. Along the back of the 1250, Langus Lane 3 metres in front of Cocky Eagle the outside. Third placing Brown Jumper. Jacaba racing fourth in every chance, not going well, but out 3 wide. Lord Meadow given a hammering. Going forward now fourth Hanover from last out 3 wide. Spider George to centre. Avant-Garde back on the fence, and 4 metres away Barbaston Bird. In the straight now, a circuit left to go, and Langus Lane, he's had a nice run by 2 metres to Cocky Eagle the outside. Lord Meadows under a lot of pressure out 3 wide. In the centre Jacaba, and back on the fence Brown Jumper. Fourth Hanover 3 wide on the back of Lord Meadow. He'll have to go 4 wide though. Avant-Garde is jamming up on the fence, 3 pairs back, 1 off the rail. Spider George held up, and last is Barbaston Bird. Out of the straight the final time. Langus Lane still 3 metres in front of Cocky Eagle the outside. Jacarbus had a nice run, one out. Brown Jumper racing third. Lord Meadows still hanging in there, out 3 wide. Fourth Hanover pulls to the outside, 4 wide. Then Avant-Garde from Barbaston Bird, and Spider George is last of the 550 though. Langus Lane 2 metres in front. Fourth Hanover out 3 wide, now gets to second. He's out after Langus Lane and joins him coming off the back. Cocky Eagle not going well. Jacaba being shuffled back by the tiring Cocky Eagle. Brown Jumper gets to a clear third and every chance, followed by Avant-Garde. Lord Meadows broken up. Jacaba's fourth last before the turn. In behind them Spider George, followed by Barbaston Bird. On the outside now, Fourth Hanover draws to Langus Lane around the turn. Avant-Garde the one though. He's had the last crack at them. He's coming quickly out after Fourth Hanover and Langus Lane. At the 100 though, Avant-Garde on the outside. He swept up to Langus Lane. Can't go on Fourth Hanover, followed by Brown Jumper. But Avant-Garde is racing 4 back on the fence out of the straight. Got the run at the right time and he raced away to score comfortably. Avant-Garde by 4 metres to Langus Lane. Third placing was Fourth Hanover, then Brown Jumper, followed by Jacaba. Didn't have much luck the last 500, followed by Cocky Eagle. In behind them Spider George, and last in was Lord Meadow.
I don't think there's a driver that saves more ground on the rails than Graham Wilson, and there's a prime example there. Avant-Garde at 12 to 1, Langus Lane at 6 to 1, Fourth Hanover at 7 to 2, Cocky Eagle dropped out down the back at 9 to 4. Bag Limit in race number 5 had been campaigning in the Foster Series over there at Globe Derby, and he just didn't measure up on this occasion. He started 5 to 4 on in the 5th event.
Morgan back about 2 metres. Bag Limit's back 5. They're set their racing. Bag Limit, he's missed it about 5 metres. Henry Bruce restrained. So too as times run out, and Power of Karome away quickly. Can't head off Napoleon Boy, and Morgan out wide makes a line of 3. In behind them 6 metres to Silent Siren. Back on the fence Henry Bruce, followed by Flying Looney. Times run out second last and restrained. A metre up on the outsiders. Bag Limit. From one though, Napoleon Boy leads Morgan the outside. Third placing Power of Karome the fence, and working up as Silent Siren. Then Flying Looney on the outside of Henry Bruce, 4 metres away, second last in the race. Times run out, and Bag Limit back at the tail. 2 circuits out, and Napoleon Boy in front. In his favourite roll from Power of Karome, is hard up on his back out of the straight. Third placing, a metre the outside, Morgan without cover. 4 metres away, Henry Bruce. Bag Limit from last now is off. He pulls to the outside, 3 wide, live in the straight. Out the lap and 3/4 mark. He's out and going forward, 3 wide, Bag Limit. 1-1 for the moment, Silent Siren. Then Flying Looney, and 5 metres away, times run out. At the 1600, Napoleon Boy just in front. Bag Limit the outsiders taking on Napoleon Boy down the back at the lap and a half mark, but can't cross. Napoleon Boy holds out Bag Limit. 5 metres away, Power of Karome. He's having a lovely run. He comes one off the fence on the back of Bag Limit, and a great piece of driving. Then Morgan racing fourth. He's worked early. Back on the rail came Henry Bruce. 4 metres away, Silent Siren. 4 metres away, Flying Looney, and back on the fences, times run out. Before the turn, a circuit to go. Bag Limit the outside. He draws ahead in front of Napoleon Boy. Power of Karome's had a lovely run third. 5 metres away, Morgan the outside of Henry Bruce. Back in behind them, times run out from Silent Siren and Flying Looney last. A circuit to go at the 950. Bag Limit the outside now goes to the lead. He crosses Napoleon Boy by 4 metres. Third placing Power of Karome. He's now dropped back on the fence. 3 pairs back on Power of Karome. Morgan works up on the outside, putting Power of Karome in a pocket. Whoops, may have cost him a race. Working up on the outside, Henry Bruce, followed by Silent Siren, then Flying Looney, and times run out as back of the tail at the 650. It's Bag Limit by 5 metres. Morgan the outside gets the second, Napoleon Boy third. Power of Karome is now coming one off the fence. He's under pressure though. Out 4 wide, Silent Siren, 3 wide, Henry Bruce not going well. Then Flying Looney, followed by times run out. At the 450 though, Bag Limit, he's 5 metres in front of Morgan, trying hard, followed by Silent Siren the outside. Then Power of Karome, but Bag Limit is going okay around the turn. In behind them, Henry Bruce, followed by Flying Looney, times run out, and Napoleon Boy dropping out, but this is the real Bag Limit. He heads up for home, 8 metres in front of Morgan on the outside, who's trying very hard with Silent Siren, followed by Power of Karome, but it's all Bag Limit in the run home. Welcome back, Baggy. He's 8 metres in front of Silent Siren, Power of Karome, Morgan boxing on for third, but driven right out. Bag Limit scores 8 metres to Silent Siren, a good run. 6 metres away, third, Power of Carome just in front of Morgan. Then Times Run Out, followed by Henry Bruce and Flying Looney, and last in was Napoleon Boy.
That's the right form from Bag Limit, 5 to 4 on. Great staying effort. 10 to 1 Silent Siren, and third, Power of Carome at 7 to 1. The winner favourite at Take 5 to 4. That's the first 5 races from Moonee Valley last night, and after this break we'll have a look at the last half of the card. I sort out the 2 favourites here, Spare Bow and Fist of Fury, in race number 6 at the Valley.
Racing. Super Tinge out wide has gone away quickly. Spare Bow came out hard and fast, and the favourite clears the field easily coming off the back from Super Tinge and Copper Class, putting in a short one there, checking 10 wire. Fist of Fury back on the fence, works up to be second early. In behind them came Victory Stride, followed by Edward Dwayne. Racing second last, Moonee Looney, and 5 metres away, Diamond Maker. The favourites in front early though, Spare Bow. From on the outside, Super Tinge racing 3 deep. Fist of Fury, the leaders back, and Copper Class now racing 1 out. At the expense of Super Tinge, who works up without cover. Working up on the outside, 10 wire. Victory Stride now from third last is out 3 wide and going forward. Edward Dwayne back on the fence. Moonee Looney second last, and ahead back on the inside is Diamond Maker. At the winning post, 2 seconds out, Spare Bow. Oh, he came out sharply out of the straight. He contacted Super Tinge. Victory Stride racing 3 deep, on the leaders back is Fist of Fury. Then Copper Class racing 5th and 1 out. Edward Dwayne is 3 back on the fence. 10 wire the outside. Diamond Maker second last the fence, and 2 metres away Moonee Looney. Entering the back straight once again, and Spare Bow in control by 3 metres to Super Tinge without cover, and Victory Stride has posted out 3 deep. On the leaders back is Fist of Fury. A metre the outside is Copper Class, enjoying a nice trail. In behind them came Edward Dwayne racing back on the inside. Working up is 10 wire, and the last pair are Moonee Looney on the outside of Diamond Maker. At the 1200 now, Spare Bow narrowly in front by a metre. 2 on the outside, Super Tinge, who's worked pretty hard on the run, so too is Victory Stride, couldn't get in, so it's still out there 3 deep. On the leaders back is Fist of Fury, enjoying a perfect trail. Copper Class on the outside, followed by 10 wire together with Edward Dwayne, and still Diamond Maker the inside of Moonee Looney. A circuit to go. Super Tinge on the outside, now joining Spare Bow at the judges' circuit to go, but Super Tinge has worked very hard, so too is Victory Stride out deep. Fist of Fury, the main danger, held up on the leaders back, followed by Copper Class on the outside. Then Edward Dwayne locked up on the inside of 10 wire. Diamond Maker second last, and 2 metres away Moonee Looney. Along the back of the 700 now, Spare Bow still a metre in front. He appears to have Super Tinge beaten the outside. Fist of Fury, the main danger, locked up, and here's Moonee Looney from last out 5 wide going forward. Under pressure, Victory Stride. Copper Class momentarily held up. 10 wire out 3 deep from Edward Dwayne, and Diamond Maker 1 off the fences last. Off the back of the 400 now, Spare Bow 3 metres in front. Moonee Looney the outside gets to second. Fist of Fury still can't get a run. He may get a run in just a moment. Moonee Looney the outside not going well, and now he's out on the clear on Fist of Fury if good enough around the turn. They've dropped off in turn. Edward Dwayne from 10 wire, then Diamond Maker, Copper Class and Super Tinge from Victory Stride, but Spare Bow straightens up 5 metres in front. He's going all right from Fist of Fury, trying hard, and 10 metres to Moonee Looney. Spare Bow clear with 100 metres to go. He's safely holding Fist of Fury, Moonee Looney and Copper Class, and Spare Bow too good. Spare Bow wins by 6 metres to Fist of Fury, 10 metres away third. Moonee Looney just in front of Copper Class, a little bit unlucky. Then 10 wire from Edward Dwayne and Diamond Maker. Victory Strides run second last, and last in was Super Tinge.
They're in a class record there. Spare Bow 5 to 4. Fist of Fury had every hope. Evens favourite. Moonee Looney 25 to 1. Cano Joe was the 11 to 8 favourite in the trot, race number 7.
Well presented, 4 wide and second last, and last is Great Assassin. 250 out though on the turn. Noble Genius broke up. Josie Fenton will straighten up 4 metres in front. Special Dundas under pressure. Larkander in need of a run, about to get clear. The driver Ramola last nearly tipped out of the cart, flattening Eastern Romance, but Josie Fenton clear halfway down. Cano Joe trying hard. Larkander the outside is out after Josie Fenton. Josie Fenton just in front. Larkander draws to it though near the line, and Larkander has got up to win by a metre to Josie Fenton. 5 metres away third, Gypsy's Yodel. Then
favoured there, Cano Joe 11 to 8 was going to run the place, but galloped about 100 metres off the line. Numbers 4, 1, 9 there, 16 to 1, 8 to 1 and 16 to 1. In race number 8, the odds on chance here stand in line. It takes 6 to 4.
then Swell Skipper. I Don't Like Stand in Line, the favourite before the turn, then Deb Partner, and last is Robin Banks. 2:20 out though on the turn, just in front Ellie Vance by a metre. Rufus Youngblood the outside. Boydale now pulls to the outside, 3 wide. Stand in Line, the favourite's under a lot of pressure. Ellie Vance just in front. Rufus Youngblood the outside is joining him, and Boydale late the outside. Rufus Youngblood grabbed the lead. Boydale is coming at the pair on the outside. He's doing the better, Boydale, and Boydale has got up to win by neck to Rufus Youngblood. Third placing Ellie Vance. Then
Mark Hayes aboard Boydale there at 15 to 1. Rufus Youngblood at 8 to 1 second. Third in was Airlie Vance, and it was an 8 to 1 chance. Stand in Line, as Brian Markovic suggested, was beaten horse a long way from home at 6 to 4 on. Now in race number 9, the chances were Tortuga Kate at 9 to 4 and Down South Dream at 2 to 1. There wasn't much between these two. This is the subscriber stakes, the last 400 metres now of the 9th.
Then Hilarious Gift from Bolgaze and Bartlow Bell from Dwayne Morris and Rocky 1. 2:50 out on the turn. Rain Command just in front. Down South Dream on the outside now joining it. Tortuga Kate still in need of a run. Hilarious Tune is out of its gear. The driver of Bolgaze has been tipped out of the cart. Down South Dream quickly got to the leader, Rain Command. But Tortuga Kate, she's out in the clear. She's swamping Down South Dream near the line and she's coming away. Tortuga Kate has got up to win by a neck. Oh, Down South Dream kicked near the line. 6 metres away, third, Rain Command. Then
Right, the winner there getting in by a half neck in a sensational race, a fall there on the home turn. Tortuga Kate at 9 to 4. Down South Dream second at 2 to 1. And favourite Rain Command third at 7 to 1. Race 10, the last for the program at Moonee Valley last night. 6 to 4 each of 2 here. Supreme Bromac and Cebu.
Inside the 400 day before the turn. Rap Dancer 3 metres in front. Clockbuster the outside trying hard. Cebu out 3 wide. He's under pressure. And out 4 wide. Supreme Bromac followed by Spy and Natural Black. Rap Dancer straightens up a metre in front. Clockbuster the outside having a crack at Rap Dancer. He's doing better, Clockbuster. Oh, he's much improved. Supreme Bromac on the outside is running home only fairly. He's set outside them, Clockbuster, but he's too good. Clockbuster wins by 3 metres, Supreme Bromac. 8 metres away, third, Spy.
Race 10, Clockbuster, the winner there, number 11 at 9 to 2, defeating the 6 to 4 equal Supreme Bromac, and 50 to 1 Spy getting into third placing, and there's the Quinella and the trifecta for 11, 7 and 2. Let's have a look at the multiples for Moonee Valley last night. 1 and 10, the daily double, a dividend of $2.85. Extra double, 12 and 3, your dividend there, $45.30. The quadrella at the Valley last night, and the numbers here, 7, 1, 3 and 9. 7, 1, 3, 9, your combination, a dividend of $178.15. That was the Moonee Valley Quadrella, and each and every Saturday night it is a 10-race program. Stand by for World of Sport with Sandy Roberts. 3 hours of great sport coming up with all your favourites, and we'll see you shortly with World of Sport.
Monday night on Day.
Further back.